And if I push power, absolutely nothing happens. Well, here's the 2007 Prius. I pulled into work yesterday and I turned the car off like normal. When I opened my door, I heard a lot of beeping, and I was like, what's that beeping for? Closed the door again. And when I tried to turn it on again, absolutely nothing. So if I push the brake right now, it's been about 12 hours since I last tried. When I push the brake, there's absolutely no sound. And if I push power, absolutely nothing happens. No display on the screen there. No dash lights. No dash lights. No sound of any kind. So this thing, I think, is completely dead. And looking on YouTube, I think it's probably the 12-volt battery that needs to be replaced, or some fuses. So I came back today to see if I can get it fixed. I also tried to jump it last night. Connected the wires. I had good electricity from a different car, and nothing happened when I tried to start it then. Well, I got the battery mostly out. I didn't really have any trouble. Took 3 screws out, one there. I removed this battery helper case, whatever it is. I removed one there. There was one in the top right there. I put all my screws that I pulled out in that little bin. And now I got this one plastic thing, like, still holding on. Right down in there. So I think I'll probably just break that off. You can see like the big head of it. If I knew like better the mechanism that connected it, I might be able to like just pull it out, but I'm gonna pull it out anyway, but I'll probably break it. Well, there it is. Got it out in one piece just by pulling. So now we have this gamish, which should come off. And it looks like I'll need to take out that screw right there, and maybe that one back there, and then I can pull my battery out. I unplugged the negative side from the wall right there because it's hard to get in there to unscrew that screw, but it's disconnected right there. Okay, so I also took this part out. It was in here. The corner of it was holding the battery in, kind of like that, so I took out a couple screws, one right there and one right there. Got that out. So I think I can pull the battery out now. It's a heavy sucker. This, they say, you just yank it out. That's what that looks like. Well, since the car died at Walmart, I took the old battery inside Walmart and asked the associate if he could match it with a battery that I can buy. And he had a little electronic gadget stuck to the wall, and he scrolled down and he looked for Toyota, and he found Toyota, and he found all the different models of Toyota except Prius. And he said, I don't think we carry Prius batteries. So I'm gonna do some shopping online for a new battery. So I went over to O'Reilly, had my wife drive me over there. Bought this replacement battery for like 220 bucks. And so far I've got the negative connected to the side of the car. I'm planning to just plug in all the connections and see if I can start the car with it all connected. And then if I can, that's great. I'll bolt everything down and call it a day. If not, I'll start messing with fuses and stuff. Okay, I got that vent back in place. I plugged in that little deal. I think that's some kind of a battery vent. And I plugged in this, and this. I guess the last thing that's left to do is to secure this where it goes, which is right about there. But I'm not gonna secure it yet. I'm gonna see if I can turn it on. Oh, there is a beep. There is a beep. And it's on. What are all these lights on the dash? Everything possible. Well, that got the car started. Everything looks pretty bolted down. So I put those 3 bolts in to hold the battery helper case on. Yeah, it's not that tight. I'll get that a little tighter. But the pièce de résistance, this thing goes down here. And there you have it. Now this second time I turned it on, I just have the maintenance required light and the low tire light, and those lights were actually on before it kind of crapped out yesterday. So I think we got it taken care of, just changing that 12-volt battery, which is no simple task, but it can be done. I just used a socket set, a 12mm socket and a 10mm socket. I think that's all I needed. I did use a screwdriver just to pry things a little bit and to like pry the pieces of plastic off of the new battery nubs, the positive and negative nubs, whatever they are.